Hey, oi, it's me. Hey, shut up and listen. Look, I've got everything with me, okay? Now let's talk business, huh?
That word there, on the stable door. Jessie?
How'd they get this number?
Gee, relax, man.
You had no right to start giving out our number.
Look, it's no big deal. It's just one call. I'm teeing up the deal.
Jessie was a horse, wasn't she?
Yes, she was a horse.
There's a bus that goes past in about 20 minutes, and I want you to be on it.
I know you're never going to forget about this Jessie thing, so if we're going to solve it, we should do it properly.
No one here is going to be safe until you help me do the swap. You haven't got a choice.
Actually, I do. If those guys front anywhere near here, I'll just call the cops.
I can call the cops too.
What?
I think they'll be very interested to hear that I saw you casing that hi-fi joint that got rolled a few months back.
I'd nothing to do with that.
I think it'd go far enough to make things totally miserable with you and your probation officer.
You wouldn't do that to me.
You want to find out? I believe this.
Hey, missed you at breakfast.
Wasn't hungry.
Everything all right?
Could it get any better?
Relax. Everything will be fine.
Sorry?
Your probation officer's visit tomorrow. It's just a formality, I'm sure of it.
You're right. Have you seen Mac?
He said something about cleaning the saddles. You better check. Make sure he hasn't put them in the washing machine.
Listen, Bud, I was wondering if you could give me a few pointers.
Got you in a leather, has he?
I'm doing everything he said. I can get a bridle on fine, but when it comes to a saddle, no way.
Be patient. You got to go at his pace, not yours.
When it comes to putting a saddle on, his pace is zero. He just dumps it every time.
Well, talk to him. Explain it to him.
I do, but either I'm not saying the right things or he just won't listen.
Look, he's learned a bad habit, that's all. He's learned that he can throw off his saddle. Now, you've caused that, so you fix it.
I'm not a magician.
I'm not talking about magic. You got to give him some incentive.
Like what?
Look, the way to a horse's mind is through his stomach. Put his saddle on when you feed him. Let him think that having his saddle on equates with a full belly.
What if it doesn't work?
Well, it won't if you're half-hearted about it.
I'm not half-hearted, all right?
I'm glad to hear it. Now, the rest of you loosens over there. Tell Tori I'll deliver it later.
Hey, Bud. There was something I wanted to ask you, too.
What am I, an encyclopedia?
It's, about a horse that belonged to Tori maybe 20 years ago.
Oh, now you're testing me.
Its name was Jessie.
Jessie. Jessie.
It's all set for tomorrow, mate. Believe me, mate. It'll be over in a flash and you can walk away with nothing to worry about, eh?
Okay, but there are two conditions.
Like what?
As soon as you've got your money, you're gone.
Yeah, I said I would be, didn't I? What do you think, I want to stick around here playing farm boy for the rest of my life?
I mean it, Mac. You're not bringing any more trouble around here, okay?
Okay, okay. So what's the second condition?
She was a beautiful horse. You should have seen Tori on her. They were amazing to watch together.
And they won lots of competitions?
Oh, they won everything. And if Tori mucked up an approach, she'd give Jessie the reins and let her get him over the jump. You'd swear they could read each other's minds. That's why they were champions.
Why did they stop competing?
Ah, it's a real tragedy. Jessie broke a leg and had to be destroyed.
What happened?
Oh, I don't remember the details, but Tori was broken-hearted. She stopped jumping there and then. Never went in another competition ever again.
No way!
You want me in this deal or not?
Look, this is my scam, not yours. I'm the only one who says how it's going down, no one else.
Listen, these guys have already come hassling you once, right? It's safer if you just stay away from them from now. I'll meet them. I'll fix the time and the place for the exchange.
I don't like it.
We've got no other option.
All right, then. You can meet them and you can fix the deal. Just make sure you get a good price out of these dudes, all right?
Hey, if I'm getting a cut, I'm hardly going to dub myself, am I?
Oh, you said you were getting a cut.
It's the third condition.
You said there are only 2.
Yeah, well, I lied.
I knew you'd come around, Vinny boy. It's going to be just like old times, eh? Look, just make sure you get $1,000 out of them at least.
Of course, trust me.
Looks like we'll be organising a double farewell party.
Huh?
Well, if this probation officer gives Vince a good report, he's probably going too.
When will we know?
Tomorrow afternoon, I guess.
First Julia and now Vince. This place is going to be like a morgue.
It'll be okay. This isn't going to hurt. It's just a saddle. It's not heavy. Maybe I should have called him Cranky instead.
Oh, come on. You're not going to get the saddle on him sitting down there.
Give us a break, bud.
Well, are you? Talk to him. I mean, really talk to him. He's not an idiot. You got to tell him the truth.
I found out about Jessie being put down. I know you were a champion jumper. I know you never competed again. Now you have to tell me why. Julia, something happened, didn't it? Something serious. And Mama was involved in it too. This is my mum we're talking about. I think I have a right to know.
See you guys again. What are you doing here? Ex-partner. We've got business to discuss, right?
Jessie wasn't just my horse. Your grandfather had bred and raised her. She was more like a member of the family. As she grew, we knew that she was something special. She could jump anything. She was fearless and fast, too.
So, Grandpa trained her for competitions?
Yeah, we'd spend hours in the paddock. Dad would watch every move. He wanted us to be perfect.
Just you, or did Mum ride her too?
Your mum was a terrific rider. But Dad would never let her take Jessie over jumps. He said she was too impatient. Well, you know your mum. She was always in a rush.
Was she jealous of you?
Yeah, she was. I didn't make it any easier. When I won that trophy, I got a chance to be in the state championships. I was pretty full of myself. Kate got stuck into me. She started teasing me and I teased her back, and I said she would never be as good a jumper as I was.
But Mum must have known that.
She did, but what mattered was that I'd said it. Oh, it was such a hurtful thing. I wish I could have taken it back, but it was too late.
So what did she do?
She had to prove me wrong. There was this jump that Jessie and I used to do, down by the creek. You had to give her her head because otherwise she'd land in the water, and it was pretty deep there. That's where Dad found them, a couple of hours later. Your mum had knocked herself out in the fall, and Jessie had broken her leg. Dad carried Kate home, but he wouldn't let me see Jessie. Then he went back with his gun.
Okay then. So we meet here tomorrow at 11 and you get your phone cards back.
Just tell Mac, no stunts, okay?
That's fine. Just make sure you're here on time.
Poor Jessie. Must have been horrible for all of you.
Especially your grandfather. He loved Jessie. But he also hoped that Jessie and I would do well enough to make a name for Outriders, you know, get people to come here. And after the accident, things just got worse. People thought that if we were that careless with our own horse, then there was no way we could be trusted with theirs.
Is that why he sold Outriders?
He had to. Business just dried up.
Mum must have felt terrible. She loved horses, Tori. She never would have meant to hurt Jessie.
Of course she didn't. And after I stopped feeling so self-righteous, I realised that it was just as much my fault.
So you both blamed yourselves?
We did. Then I decided that no matter what, I would get the money to buy Outriders back. And I would turn it into what your grandfather wanted it to become.
I still don't understand. Why couldn't you have just told me about this?
I know how much you loved your mother. The last thing I wanted to do was to tell you something...
Something bad about her?
Something bad about both of us.
Well, at least I know the truth now. And why it was such an important thing to Mum. It's a part of her life that she felt was left undone.
It was wonderful that your mum wanted to say sorry. But she needn't have worried. And you shouldn't worry either.
That explains why the photo was ripped, doesn't it? How awful, causing the death of your sister's horse.
It was an accident. And Jessie was her horse too.
What I meant was how awful for both of them. No wonder they never talked about it.
But they both wanted to. That's what's so sad. Mum was desperate to say sorry. If she'd only told me why, and I could have done something.
Don't start blaming yourself too.
Hey guys, you gotta come and see this. Quick, come on!
Come on.
What's going on?
Watch. Okay, mate, here we go. It's gonna be alright. Here we go, mate. All right. Team now, okay? Here we go. Stand up, stand up. It's all right. It's all right. It's okay. Good boy. Good boy. That's it. It's okay. It's all right. Stand up. Good boy.
That's fantastic, Shane.
Well done, mate.
You really showed him his boss.
Oh, nobody's going to be his boss. Shane just proved he could be trusted, that's all.
That's right. We're mates now, eh?
So, Bud, what's the verdict?
Looks like Shane's got himself a horse. For keeps this time.
Swap's on for 11 o'clock tomorrow at the beach.
Why 11?
My probation officer's gonna be here at 1, so if I'm not back, I'm dead meat.
And you'll be fine, no sweat, huh?
Yeah, I'm glad you think so.
Mate, it's like I keep telling you, we make a great team. Hey, Vince, why don't you come up north with me? Man, we could get a couple scams, go and make a fortune.
I thought you were going straight after this.
Yeah, I am. It'd be all legit stuff, you know, that's what I meant.
Wake up to yourself, Mac. If you don't get away from all this stuff, you're just going to screw your life up.
All right, look, I'm hearing you, okay? But you don't have to worry. Straight up. Relax.
You really think Tori's going to appreciate this?
She should be proud of what she's done. And she should know that I think so much of her.
You don't think it's still all a little bit hard for her?
Maybe I can change that before I go.
How?
I don't know. I have to try. It's what Mum wanted. It's what Tori wants too.
Well, keep polishing. Maybe a genie will pop out. You're gonna need one.
Hey, this comes off. There's a photo in there. It's Jessie with a fall. Like mother, like daughter. Jessie and Tempest.
Daughter, that means that Jessie had a filly.
What do you think happened to her?
Oh, we'd have to ask Tori.
No. Let's just keep this to ourselves for the moment. Is there some other way we could find out, do you think?
We'd have to check the old farm records.
Where are they?
Far, far back.
No, not again.
What was that?
Nothing. Julia's just putting some stuff back in the roof. Should go feed the horses. Don't let your mum see what Julia's doing, okay?
There you are. What are you doing?
Having breakfast, what do you think?
Don't you have things to do today?
There's plenty of time for that.
Mac's just been telling me that he's going to go up to Queensland and work on a friend's fishing boat.
Yep, I'm going to do what I've always wanted. Work hard and buy a share in a boat. Really set myself up.
Sharing a boat, that's going to take some saving.
Yeah, well, it'll only be a small share, just to start with.
Change of plan. Your probation officer is coming at 12, not 1.
12?
Oh, well, don't panic. The sooner he gets here, the less time you have to fret about it.
I've got to speak to these guys and see if we can meet them earlier.
Reggie, I found something. Jessie's filly Tempest got sold to Mr. Robert Lewis of Acacia Ridge High.
Oh, yeah, I know that place. It's some kind of old plant nursery. It's only a few k's from here.
Can you show me how to get there?
Yeah, sure. I'll come with you this hour if you like.
No, thanks. I'll be fine. If Tori asks where I am, just make something up where.
You going right now?
In a few days, I'll be back in Germany. I want to find Tempest before I leave.
Right here. Shouldn't take too long.
Excuse me?
Hey.
Are you the owner here?
I certainly am. How can I help you?
Mr. Lewis?
You're about 10 years too late. He was the bloke I bought the place from.
Oh, right. Do you know where I can find him now?
Well, the last I heard, he was in Tunbridge Wells.
Can I ride there from here?
Well, if he's a good swimmer, you can. It's in England.
I see. Well, thanks and sorry to have troubled you.
No worries.
Did he leave for England straight after he sold this place?
Yeah. He was quite elderly. He wanted to retire there.
So he wouldn't have taken his horses with him? I know he had some.
No, he didn't.
So...
Well, we sold them. We got into the native plant business, as you can see.
Do you remember who you sold them to?
Well, most of them went to auction. I've no idea who bought them. I can't help you there. But we did sell a couple locally.
Really?
Yeah. We sold the old grey mare to Darby's riding school up the hill there. I remember her, and there was a younger one. A filly, I think.
A filly? Chestnut with a white star on her forehead?
It's so long ago, I can't help you there.
What was the name?
I knew you were going to ask me that.
Tempest?
Look, I honestly can't remember.
But you sold her to someone around here. Do you remember who?
I knew you were going to ask me that one too.
Mr. Sattler? Bud Sattler?
Yeah, that's me.
David Madigan's my name. I work for John Lloyd. You might have heard of him. He's a...
The racehorse trainer, yeah, who hasn't?
I heard you've picked up some stray horses recently.
Always looking for strays, mate. The world's full of them.
These are rather special horses, Mr. Sattler.
Meaning?
Would you mind having a look at these photos?
I guess we better have a talk then, eh?
Those guys won't answer their phone.
Don't worry, mate. It'll take 5 minutes and you'll still be back here with time to spare.
Look, why don't you go and meet them and tell them that we'll put it off till tomorrow. I mean, you might even get more money out of them.
Yeah, sure, mate. So, you can walk away because you know your probation officer's already given you a gold stamp?
Nah, look, I'll still come. I swear, I will.
No. We turn up when we said we would and we do the deal. You ready?
Just better go to plan.
Stop stressing. Come, mate, let's go before you lay an egg.
Hey, Bud, thanks for dropping off the feed. Oh, don't tell me. Did the check bounce?
I wish it were that simple. I need to see Shane.
Ollie's over here with Lucky. They're coming along in leaps and bounds. He's worked wonders with that horse.
Well, I knew he would. He's a good kid. More's the pity.
Why, what's up?
Stick with me. I don't want to have to say this twice.
Hey, Bud, is this the best dressed horse in the district or what?
Looks like he's getting the hang of it.
Still doubt I'm the right owner for him?
I'm afraid I do, mate.
I'm not with you. What are you talking about?
There's no easy way to say this. You know, we thought he'd been dumped along with those other horses. Well, there's more to it. Turns out Lucky here is a valuable thoroughbred.
How valuable?
Oh, I don't know exactly, but we're talking hundreds of thousands of dollars.
How did you find out?
I had a visit from a lawyer representing the real owner.
But I'm his real owner.
Sorry, mate. He's stolen. You're going to have to give him back.
Give him back?
You have to. He doesn't belong to you, and these people can prove it. I'm really sorry, mate.